same pedigree. Nah, they ain't scared of felonies. So when you see me, just had the same energy. Yeah, just had the same energy. Yeah, just had the same energy. We getting straight to it. Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's that boy Punch, Mr. Brooklyn everywhere. Mr. When you see me, make sure you keep that same energy. I got legends with me, not regular guys. Y'all might not all know all of the dynamics, but I guarantee you know what they stand for. Let them know who y'all are. We're going to walk them through this story.
Jacob, 1/3 of Vinnies.
Polo Pop P, 1/3 of Vinnies Styles, baby.
Vinnies D, 3rd of the 3rd.
It's amazing. I mean, wow. I'm going to say this. When we talk about the culture, when we talk about New York, and we talk about Brooklyn, y'all probably have the most identifiable item that could be for Brooklyn ever, and that's that farm. How does it feel for y'all to be like, we made Brooklyn's logo? That's how you started off.
We made Brooklyn's logo.
That's a fact.
Well, for that right there is a tribute and something that we did in honor of our grandfather Vinny.
Amazing. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This whole started before us.
Yeah.
Our education of the business, our whole coming up in the business started on Utica Avenue.
Yeah.
Between President and Union, right there. You know what I mean? That store, that small store right there. That's where we grew up in that environment. So, to answer your question on mine, it's just a token of our appreciation to our grandfather for teaching us. You know what I mean? The side of business that it will not get taught.
Yeah.
That you will have to learn.
Yeah.
And just the foreseeing of what we're doing right now. You know what I mean? It's all respects to him.
I think the logo is so powerful to it's that shock point. I'm gonna walk him through the story, but that, like, it's such a weird, even when I said it, all three of y'all pulled back because I think that's the first time that y'all just hear it so raw that it's really Brooklyn's logo. Y'all three, you know what I mean, minds have been like, we created the logo. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all are in. It's so on car. I mean, now it's slowed down because the decals on the car, it's just not trendy anymore. But 5-6 years ago, it was like, Paulie should have made your own cars because they would have rather that than the BMW logo on the back of their truck. You know what I mean? So let's start here. Who are the three of y'all to each other?
Blood brothers.
Brothers.
Real
Amazing. Real brothers. Not bros.
Nah, bros, we brothers.
Came
Came out the same holy water.
Yeah. I get it. Youngest?
Youngest.
I wasn't surprised. You know, if you've been in the store, you feel the energy, you can tell. And with a little brother, yo, personality-wise, this is really some. This is. It really fits the typical.
We like a year and a half, year apart.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So the come up. What part of the town are y'all from?
Oh man, we from New York. We call where we from New York. You know what I'm saying? Because we those guys that were we had our time uptown. We had our time in Brooklyn.
Crazy.
We had our time in Harlem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we kind of well-rounded New York.
Yes.
We spent a lot of time uptown. We spent a lot of time in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We were born uptown, pretty much raised in Brooklyn.
Crazy. Uptown got a lot of style.
Yeah.
You got a lot of energy. As a Brooklynian, I'm trying to claim all of that to just us. You know, honestly, I mean, Uptown is cool. I want just energy, man. I want
influential, man. I mean,
yeah.
In high school, I mean, it was like we had the Brooklyn side, you had the Uptown side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you will see the different style. You'll see Brooklyn style versus the Harlem style.
Yeah.
You'll see the cats. Back then they were wearing if you was rocking the felines and the hill figure, you knew you was from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
If you was doing like the Gauze and the North Faces and the Helly Hansons, you knew you was from Uptown.
Helly Hansons, the mini mansions.
You from that cut. You from that cut.
Man, it's amazing.
Go back on the Brooklyn logo. It's pretty much like there was a logo before we came,
Wow.
but we worked it, and it ended up being, you know what I'm saying, something that the streets embrace.
Crazy. I mean, it's it. Wow. So you from the city. Which one of y'all first, was it you for being the oldest that was like, y'all really interested in what you say your grandfather was really like?
You know
is
what?
it the business or the fashion?
It's a deeper story because it's our grandfather who is the Brooklyn side.
Yeah.
It's our father who is the Uptown side. You know what I'm saying? two dynamics of doing business. You know, my father was a hustler, and he taught us the runnings. Runnings meaning the everyday getting money. You know what I mean? Going out. You know what I mean? That type of mechanics.
Yeah.
Uptown. My grandfather, he's more of a clean cut, legit.
Showed us what to do with the hustle.
Exactly. So
I get it. But
what
you need both sides.
you need both sides, and what we did, we blended both sides together. And then we also blended styles from Brooklyn and Uptown together, which was kind of like never really like touched before. To blend this one style and just claim it under the New York umbrella. You know what I mean? Because before, really, you have to go all over to do your shopping. Before Vinnies, you really have to go all over the place and here, and you know, get my boots here, get my jacket there, get my, you know. So we definitely made it a place where it's an umbrella of New York, preserving that New York culture, preserving that New York style. Yeah. You know, so that was important for us. Is
there a brand before y'all that y'all would feel was born and bred in New York that impacted similarly, or do y'all really, you know, like, is there anything that y'all would go, yo, when we saw this brand do this to the city, or do y'all really just take ownership? It's really
it was that brand in this store type shit. You know what I mean? We were those cats that premiered that brand. You know what I mean? Before the brand was out.
You were saying before we did it, like, was this something?
Before then, you know, we had the canals. You know, you had those dudes that were real monumental in the streetwear development in the beginning side of it.
Okay.
You know, and then after that, it was like a real street level style. You know, but before that, it was really like Cold Canal, it was the Mecca, the Maurice Malone.
Mecca, and those are from here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then obviously Fubu.
Yeah, Fubu and those dudes. So they're seeing that definitely, you know.
I get it. See, it's such a unique vantage point from me. You get what I'm saying? I obviously, like, I missed the whole car and I missed the whole thing. Yeah. And now when I come up and we really come up on the Fubu, the Mecca, you know, Mesquite, you get what I'm saying? And that was kind of it. And then y'all, like, it was such a different feel. I don't think that y'all could really ever understand. Like, you can't understand how hot you are when you're the heat. You get what I'm saying? The sun doesn't really know it's hot. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, everybody just knows that I'm hot. I don't really feel it. You get what I'm saying? But when y'all really came, that store on the side street cut, which that block 10 years ago, that really isn't that big of a deal of a block. Now it's like, oh, this is prime real estate. This is the dopest shit in there. But y'all made like a side street, you get what I'm saying, that before the you know what I mean, before the stadium was really just some drive-by shit, because it's like, what's really down here? How do you survive? You get what I'm saying? Where this isn't, I mean, this is being real. As a real Brooklyn nigga, you know that no matter how cool they wanted to make downtown started 5 blocks up. People used to say, like, why you coming here for? Like, why you not downtown? Why not in the mall? The mall.
You know, but it was just a no fear situation with us. Like, we didn't know, like, the dynamics of downtown Brooklyn when we first opened up. We just knew that this was the route that we would take to enter in and out of Brooklyn.
When did the store open?
2002.
Right after 9/11.
So, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was straight up. It was moving, like, you know how they say, move by faith, not by sight? Yeah. It was one of those joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was on Utica Avenue. It was definitely learning the trade, learning the business. Number one, when you go on Utica Avenue, they don't even sell this type of clothing. Facts. You know what I mean? So we had to learn the whole discipline.
Back then they did. Now
I mean, it's a different game now, but then y'all were groundbreaking. Like, so this is like, it was like major brands only, and then y'all came with like new shit. That's just how it felt. You get what I mean? If you wanted to not look typical, it was like, yo, you gotta go to Vinnies, you gotta spend a bag. You get what I'm saying? Because it was a bag at the beginning. Jesus! Listen. You know what I mean? Look, hold on, listen. Okay? There's $40 on the table. We gotta make this work. You know, wow. So the transition goes, y'all really roll the dice. And how was the beginning for 3 black businessmen to be at downtown Brooklyn, not prime location? You know, like, how is
It was a
You
struggle.
couldn't tell us that wasn't prime location.
You
right?
couldn't.
Nah, you couldn't tell us that. We thought we were right where we needed to be.
Crazy.
Like,
Flatbush, Atlantic, this is it.
We didn't want to go down in the mix where, Alvy was. We wanted to be right there for some reason. Like, it just close to us. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even like, we thought that was prime because it was like, you're right here, right on the corner. Everybody can come up and down, they could see us.
Yeah.
So it was just
It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What was I mean, for the people that don't know, what was the first piece? You get what I'm saying? That was like, that's it, we're out of here.
See what I mean, for me, we had to struggle. First 2 years, 3 years, it was a struggle. We were selling women's clothing, we were selling men's clothing. You know,
Yeah.
it was, we're new in the business.
Start out a lady store.
Ladies, yeah. So, you know, so a lot of
See, I didn't know this part.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
really had to like we were young in the business at the same time, we're learning the business at the same time. So we're really trying to just shift through the whole thing and see what's going on. At the same time, trying to get those brands. But we're young, you know what I mean? We're black. We didn't got that much money to really get the brands that was popping at the time and this and that. So we had to really know what we were doing, you know?
Yeah.
And slowly but surely.
Did y'all ever get any type of like race resistance?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like obvious. It wasn't like, no black boy, you're not gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you jumping into an industry that's predominantly not, us. And but we run the industry as far as they're catering to.
We create the, you know what I mean? But
Like the market is defined for us, but not controlled by it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
it's created by us.
You gotta talk on the phone like this sometimes, you know.
Hello, Vinnies.
Hey, this Vinnies, man. What are you looking for? Yeah. Fucking crazy. But real. You get what I'm saying? Real. So, at this point when you first moved, do y'all have the logo yet? No.
I'm telling you, really like going through the struggling stage. And this is something where other stores, they go through the struggling stage, but it's kind of easier for them now in the market where it's kind of saturated, where they can just pick up brands, and it wasn't like that back then. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
yeah.
I remember during that time it was throwbacks. Throwbacks was the shit. If you didn't have throwbacks, you was not Mitchell-ness, you wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember we was just playing with brands, and we had Outkast. We was selling our Outkast brand at one time. We was selling Outkast.
our first urban brand.
Outkast.
Outkast?
Outkast had a clothing brand.
Outkast.
Yeah.
I missed that. Okay, I missed that.
So a lot of that stuff, we had to bring in new brands that were coming up in that time.
Wow.
You know, so Outkast, brands like Indigo Red and brands like
I do remember Indigo Red.
Yeah, Azor, you know them brands.
Blue by Sean John.
Yeah, Blue by
What's
Sean
crazy?
John.
That time, everything was stomping. Like the streetwear scene. Like we had the Supremes. Like there wasn't no kid, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that was streetwear. That's still
Honestly,
considered
it was skater with.
Skateware. Like it wasn't really like strong. Like
That's just
Sean John was
hundreds, that's it.
was coming out. Like 10 Deep just started like a year before that. You know what I mean?
So Rockaway is booming. All this is booming yet?
Yeah, Rockaway is already out there, but you know we're not that.
At the time, Rockaway was
But we wasn't at that level where we could get Rockaway before the housing crash. So Cash was really getting money and really coming in and getting some things. And, eventually we started introducing those brands. Eventually, brands started getting into couture. Cleaning up their look. Yeah. So he said Sean John Blue had a brand. We brought in brands from overseas, Fake London, Stone Island, Eversuit, Visu jeans. You know what I mean?
Visu jeans was so
Visu jeans. We had Visu jeans when Jay hit that line.
These ain't diesel.
These ain't diesel. How you want my jeans $300?
Those are more than $300, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
But during that time, $300 for a pair of jeans, I was like, unheard of. I remember.
I'm in there begging to get the discount. It's not great shit. Listen, it's so great. Like a Visu was groundbreaking. Y'all had it. What made you know that we needed a Visu before a Hove says it, before it becomes trendy? Who's identifying that the brand, what's going to happen? Who's forecasting this?
See, this comes from.
The streets dictate what they want.
By this time, all the brands were calling us like, "Yo, we need to be in Vinnies. If we ain't in Vinnies, Being in New York, they got Brooklyn on smash.
So by that point, you'd say this is like 03?
Yeah, this is after the Brooklyn T blast.
So we talking about by 03, 04.
Yeah.
Brands are now calling y'all because now the game has
I would say
changed.
around that time a little later, but you have to understand the city of New York has a certain style.
Correct.
That is organically already brewed up. You know, that influences not just the streets of New York, but it influences the world.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So it's like and vice versa. But what goes on in the streets is very important. And we try to gravitate towards that. We try to get those styles and those looks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, we kind of put it together. I think Brooklyn wears it the right way. So all of these brands, they have the pieces, and then the style of where we come from,
exactly.
put it together right, and go, well, this hoodie really shouldn't go with that pant. This is how this should go. Here, mismatch. Now all of a sudden, this is how it's done. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what it did, and y'all were able to facilitate that. So in reality, y'all are like, you know, you're controlling it. You know, y'all are the music labels of the
Yeah, Amigos.
You get what I'm saying? Y'all are the Migos, right? But y'all are controlling the soundtrack for the streets in reality, you know, for clothes. Is there ever a point where arrogance comes into play before you have to? Because I know sometimes we hit it and go, nigga, we feeling it. Like, whoa, okay, level it back. Was there ever a point you have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, relax, restart?
Honestly, me, you know,
you get those points, so you gotta check yourself. You know
Is that the Brooklyn T? Is it before this, after it?
Brooklyn T? Honestly, the Brooklyn T. When we first did the Brooklyn T, honestly, that was like out by my handwriting. I wrote it out, sent it out to get done, to get made. We got the T-shirt back. We was like, man, I don't like this T-shirt. Like the font came out too big, or it was slanted. We hated it. We just tossed it on the shelf. And like 1, 2 cats came in and was like, yo, I need that. You get that. Gav put it on. He said,
shout to
Gav.
Gav.
shout to Gav. Shout to him. You know what I mean?
So
I remember Gav. I think he wore that
a boxing match.
Judo fighter, one of them fights.
Zav was so big in the early 2000s. Jesus, man. Zav was so crazy in the early 2000s. Is it? And I wanted. That was going to be a real question. Who was the guy that was like the guy to wear it first? You get what I'm saying? Obviously, Kevin from Flatbush probably bought it first. But shouts to you.
One thing about
who was the guy?
Number one, it was definitely those trendsetters.
Yeah.
That were in the trendsetters from the style, trendsetters from the Veil, trendsetters from, you know what I mean? Like, they were coming in, buying that shirt.
Yeah.
A lot of cats didn't even know where Brooklyn was, what Vinnies was at the time.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Cats was that had a little change, used to come through, and, you know, and then a little man's and them used to come through after.
Yeah.
You know, so it was those influential dudes, those stylish trendsetters from the streets that used to come through, those boss dudes.
Understood.
And then on like you said, Gav definitely was one of the first dudes.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? That definitely put it on his back. And,
Gav, you know, it's a big fucking deal for you right now. You know, like if we really headline this, you know, Gav is the first. You know,
Gav
like
is one. Talib Kweli, he was definitely
Kweli.
number one.
Wow.
Kweli, yeah,
He
rap.
carried on too.
He used to
carried
rap.
on early.
This was like, you know what I mean? Rap City. I think Bleak had it on in Rap City one time. If you would know that, so crazy. It was definitely
my man Tech had it on the album cover.
Yeah, Tech
had it on the album.
for me, I didn't even know all of this happening.
Yeah.
As a young nigga, man, when Fab did it said, "Oh shit, this is different."
Yeah.
That's how it felt to, you know what I mean? I know to me and my friends.
Yeah.
When Fab being such a staple, you get what I'm saying? It's like it's solid because pay attention to what y'all saying here. We got Gav, who at that point is probably speaking to all of the street hustlers, get money guys. We got Kweli, who's speaking to the old heads. You get what I'm saying? That really love the conscious shit.
the culture.
You get what I'm saying? We got Tech, that's a whole backpack sound. You get what I'm saying? And now you get Fat in some twisted way. Y'all have all named people that were identifying total full demographics. So then at that point, you kind of have top to bottom Brooklyn. You get what I'm saying?
By the time Fab did it, it was definitely like we were getting folks from Japan coming in after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wanted it.
Crazy.
Everybody wanted it on that.
Unbelievable. So you have this, the logo comes, the celebrities are there. What's the move? How do you respond for the people that have brands? How does a company respond to being the number one guys? What's the move after that? Like, yo, everybody's on us, bro. Like,
Remember, we were the only ones on the app, so it wasn't no competition but ourselves.
It wasn't no other stores.
Anytime,
That time.
man.
Our only comp was really in Manhattan. Like, it wasn't no Brooklyn stores around at that time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name who popped up after,
Yeah.
but a couple stores
We've
popped
seen
up
them.
after, which changed the dynamics of things
All right.
a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it wasn't. We were like the go-to spot
Yeah.
in Brooklyn. So that right there, we didn't know at the time what we were doing, but after we was like, damn, we were the only clothing store out there at that time.
it just didn't feel like anybody could compete.
Oh yeah, and you know what too, which was very new before 2002. Like really, you would see young black entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And this is something that we try to like promote and just lead it by example. Just young black entrepreneurship. You know, it's very important.
You can do it too.
So
Yeah.
that's something that was kind of like it wasn't really popular at the time.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the most important part of an entrepreneur? From being it for y'all, if you had to say it in the smallest, almost a one sentence or a couple words, what is the most powerful thing to you about a black entrepreneur that, you know what I mean, like, to you?
Say hard work and education. Educate yourself.
Self-education, hard work. Where are you at with entrepreneurship to you?
You call the shots, you know what I'm saying? You're your own boss. You tell yourself when to do what and how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically it, man. At the end of the day, you are your own brand. Like, you are a brand. Everybody here, he's his own brand.
Yeah.
So anybody could turn themselves into their own business at the end of the day. That's what you want to do ultimately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you look at today's culture though? Because the way that fashion is being pumped now, the way it's like, I do something stupid and then I just put a picture of it, print screen, and then now the shirt sells. Does it rub y'all under the skin the wrong way? Like, yo, y'all not really putting effort? Does it feel cheesy? Does it feel like they taking away? Where y'all at with?
It's just like that, but music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know, but
So-
I'm angry at it.
Yeah,
So
I mean-
I don't know how y'all take it.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, you got designers who just figure out they want to be designers overnight. And, you know, Instagram kind of gets people's voice and projects out by a click of a button.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back then, there wasn't no Instagram, so you kind of had to come and check the store out and see what was going on.
Yeah.
And for us, looking for new brands, it wasn't no Instagram or any Facebook or none of that type of stuff. Not to say, make it sound stupid old and shit, but those platforms just came out within the past couple of years.
Yeah, Instagram is really about the last 5 years.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, so it's
We had that when Stack Bundles was coming through and all the t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother.
It's
That's
just
a
a
whole
bigger
nother
platform
interview.
now for all these young
That's amazing though. You get what I'm saying?
Experience, yeah. That's a whole nother interview.
Let's talk about that shit. Let's talk about stacks. Let's talk about
You asked the question, what was that moment when you knew that this was lit? It was that moment.
Yeah, it was.
You seen the big furs coming in and then cats from far Rockaway making it their
Cats from all
business.
over, cats from Harlem, cats from all over was coming through. Making it.
So let's hone in on the stack.
Shout out Stack Bundles.
Because I mean, because that changes this very quickly. So
Can't
good.
leave him out.
You get what I'm saying? Stack Bundles walks in off of referral. One of y'all find them.
He came in
invite
with
them.
he came in with homie Q, Quell, his manager at the time. He
Crazy.
came through, and I remember Stack when he came through. He was like a kid in a candy store. He was like,
I'm here.
he stayed there for a good minute, just like contemplating certain things, and
Rapping
just looking
to
around,
himself.
rapping to himself, and you know what I mean. And
What
from
year
there,
y'all think this is?
This had to be
Six?
like no. This is probably like 05 maybe. If I'm not mistaken, right?
I can't call it.
5.
I can't tag the year.
But he's already Stack Bundles at this point.
Yeah, he is, but he's. I think he started his first Bidding Wars mixtape.
Yeah.
And that was the last one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then, you know, he didn't do
Bidding
the
Wars
yeah,
Speaking
Bidding
of
Wars.
mixtape, we were the place people were coming to drop off their mixtapes to get it out there. So if you was an artist in Brooklyn or an artist period, you was coming in and dropping us mixtapes from
DJs
everybody.
too?
DJs,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
getting
yeah.
mixtapes. We were getting everybody
Now
mixtapes.
let's talk about him
Coming up the highway.
Who's coming and dropping off the
BMF,
tape?
all of them.
You can't forget this shit.
It's coming back to me now, son.
Bring it in. You're gonna give us the music that we need. Let's talk about making
It's Brooklyn in the house.
So,
Hold on. Let me.
when we talking about
take the
mixtapes,
battery.
we talking about people. Give me something dope. Give me a mixtape story. Give me who the first big DJ to walk through. You like, oh shit.
K-Slade.
K-Slade.
He did our first mixtape.
Wow.
We wanted our name out there. That was the street sweeper. He had that. Our customer was listening to him, so we like, we gotta fuck this shit. Slade.
Crazy.
We gotta get up with Slade. We met Slade up in Harlem on his block actually.
Yeah.
Eating some food. He was on a stoop.
Making food.
Slade is really outside.
We was out there for a little bit, looking for like a truck with some rims and music blasting. Like, where's this dude at, man?
Yeah, he told us meet him out here.
Called him up, I'm out here, man. Your man was literally on the stoop sitting down. I don't know what kind of activities was going on in that building, but you couldn't even pass Slade. Trust me, it was,
It's acting a whole different New York.
So we went up there.
This is before social media.
This is
So we tap on this. Y'all in control, like everyone is getting the word. Is this shit like a message in the bottle? Like how does everybody understand? Like what was it that pulled it to y'all? You get what I'm saying? Like the control.
It was just, oh man.
It was word of mouth.
That time it was the word of mouth. If somebody told you about some real shit back then, you was definitely gonna go check it out.
Word of mouth, and again, it was no store like this in New York City.
Understood.
There's no store like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this was something to experience. You had to come and experience it.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? So the city has to come out and really see it.
But then, you see, you brought up a good word here. The city came out. You get what I'm saying? The city came out for y'all. But then I heard that BMF might have came through one or two times. Like, that's not New York. Like, like
they was shooting a video out here. They was shooting that video with the streets on lock.
Yeah, you see the Jeezy video? Boy, you blowing white t-shirt in there.
Crazy.
Who had it on the thing on?
That's Jeezy, Blue Da Vinci, and shout out Blue Da Vinci, that's my guy. This is a lot of big shit, but I mean, you got Fab and Blue, Akon. These are when they're like,
I've been down on the block, man, cause it's so fab. Now we got
That summer was ridiculous.
amazing.
That summer was done.
Can't leave us out.
That was real. That was a hot summer. That was real.
BMF. Like, how's it? What's the first, like, in that whole thing, the first out of towner to fuck with it? Because we spoke about specifically the Brooklyn guys. Who the first out of towner rapper to just come into the town? Because that became the thing. You get what I'm saying? Like how like now it's all about Flight Club. You come into town to go to the kicks. Everybody's like this. They still come back here. But who's the first like? How the fuck did you get what I'm saying?
Millionaire.
Of course.
Millionaire.
Riding dirty.
Yeah, I'll show we made for him for that video.
Yeah, that's when we started making shirts. That's what we started doing after the Brooklyn joint.
Oh, see, I started the
We
custom.
started doing like making shirts for these rappers. So he started coming in and asking us, yo,
Bling
make this for
blah,
us and all that.
Red
So
Cafe.
yeah, we started making that for these outside artists, the Chileans
We're getting custom. We getting definitely custom ones. Everybody want to be custom. Broken tee or a custom shirt.
Family.
With some sizzling on it. Some glitter on it.
What made what made y'all call it Paulies?
Paulie was a good fella.
Yeah, it was like the Bosses brand. You know what I mean?
Everybody like
Like in the beginning, the Bosses used to come before anybody really knew about Vinnies.
Yeah.
These head bosses used to come in and drop a little bag in, you know what I mean? So this was really like a boss place. Like Cats Night wasn't really for everybody in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, it was head dudes used to come through. So it's the bosses brand. Paulies, man. Yeah.
I get it.
You know what I mean? So
Amazing.
So that was like a shout to all the bosses out there. This is the bosses brand. Bosses gone.
I guess the most important part of this whole story is how do y'all manage to still be the centerpiece of fashion for Brooklyn? How?
We were born and raised into it. This is not even a gimmick. It's not a fluke. Like actually from the dirt, from the mud, like playing with thread, the needles on the floor type of shit. My grandmother was a seamstress. My mother, you know what I mean? Everybody in the business, one way or another.
Just staying consistent. Just trying to stay consistent with the times, man. Because the times change so fast, faster than, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is there? This is where I get confused at. We have so many brands, so many competitors. It's so easy for y'all to just go, yo, let's just kind of make the cheap remix. We already got it, let's cruise. But y'all still pumping out high quality stuff and still saying fashion forward.
Yeah.
who's out, like, are y'all just looking and paying attention to everybody's fashion? Is it, any of y'all like, no, this is the design that I'm gonna push to everybody? Like, what is it? Because I'm gonna be honest, from my eyes, y'all had it, it literally started to like normalize. I don't even want to say cool down, it normalized because everybody got something, and then y'all just, and then Rowdy and Bobby came, and it's like the resurgence of the city, and then it just was like, Vinnies clothes, and it was just like, Jesus, just when you thought that they were cooling down, you know, these guys came, hit the boosters, you get what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all just came, oh, we getting the restart for the city, well then let's charge up. You know,
just like he said, every ever, this Vinnies is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
And that's how we have to constantly evolve with the times.
It was like, he was messing with, you know, we had all the bosses back.
Yeah.
The bosses had sons who
Crazy.
were now 13, 14, 15. We've been in the game 15 years. You know?
Understood.
15, like I said, 15 years. It was
15 summers. Longest lasting street of COVID.
15 summers.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Hold on, I want to drop a verse so bad. Listen.
You got bars, I got bars.
Yo,
You got scars, I got scars.
He want to give y'all 16 right
You
now.
got cars, I got cars.
You know, I mean, man, it's amazing. Y'all lasted, y'all control, y'all impact. You continue to just to be real, like mutate, because it's not just growing. You get what I'm saying? You change your form and still strengthen up. So it's like you're continually in the lead. One question, and I'm gonna be very real. Stores have become closer to y'all now, to where people were like, "This is gonna hurt them."
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It just and they position themselves very close around, more popped up.
That's corporate for you, bro.
Yeah, that's corporate. Whatever
Space.
corporate feels threatened, whatever corporate feels, you know what I mean?
How did y'all take it at first when the competition started to try to come closer to the bed you sleep at? You know, like,
You know, as any animal, you always take it with a little. You know what I'm saying? But then, it's a hunt at the end of the day, and you know. You can't really, you gotta really come into this game like this, like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta stay focused. You can't really be, you know,
You can't watch nobody.
You can't watch, because they're gonna do what they do regardless.
Yeah, the corporate world is out here to get a meal. You know what I mean? They on a hunt for the next meal to, you know what I mean? We out here for the life.
Dig deeper.
Life, you know what I mean? This is a different drive.
You know what I mean?
It's a different drive. This is a different animal over here. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's deeper. Us being in New York and knowing and being deep rooted in this New York lifestyle.
yeah,
You can't take that away. I don't care
That's
how
what's-
corporate
that's
you
the
are. I don't
hustler
care
spirit
how.
at the end of the day.
You cannot take that away.
That's
You know what I
how
mean?
it's
Because
hustle.
that comes from creating style. That comes from what you create. That's it. You know what I mean? So that's where it comes from.
amazing. Is there anything, I mean, it sounds so cheesy, but it's so key.
Nah.
There's a kid that's looking at this video right now. There's a girl looking at this video right now, and they go, I really want to be the next, Three Brothers. I really want to be the next Vinnies. I want to take them out there. And in some twisted way, y'all might provide the knowledge to the people that knock y'all off of this seat. But is there words that you give someone, that you feel like they need to hear if they want to start this journey themselves?
Get up, you know what I'm saying? First you gotta get up.
Get up.
Get the fuck up. Out your motherfucking bed.
This is the reason why we still here. You know what I mean? Because we all got corporate positions to be in Manhattan, you know what I mean, corner office, you know what I mean, overlooking the city and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
we're still here. You know what I mean? Yeah, we still got that too, but we're still here.
Yeah.
Because it's important for us to be that influence
Yeah.
to these young up and coming dudes. You know what I mean?
That's how I get
If you get bigger than me and you blow up, I love that. You know what I mean?
It worked.
If I helped you to be the catalyst to that, then that's what it's about. Because I'm really serious about young Black Latinos getting on their business. Whatever your passion is, whatever your vision is,
Yeah.
follow that.
Yeah.
Follow that. You know what I mean? That's what she was.
Dude, I'm sorry.
No.
That just brought me back. My man, Lone Main, a young dude coming up.
Fresh,
You know what I'm saying?
fresh, word.
He wrote us from inside. He said, you know, I didn't appreciate what you guys were telling me before, but now that I'm here doing this time, I want to salute you guys and for showing me that there was a different side, and now that I got
a lot of letters from jail too. A lot of folks from up top who reach out. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Some artists as well. You know what I mean? Who reach out after they go in and they keep.
we're going to write all y'all back too. We just putting the doors together.
Yeah. I mean, I think in closing, to be the realest and the most authentic on it, y'all are Brooklyn as much as it can be. There are moments, as we know, that this city has had. We've had moments of brands. We've had those key logos and T-shirts and hoodies. You get what I'm saying? And looks that other brands have been able to catch.
Of course.
And y'all have maintained at a very high capacity, a very steady pace. And I think everybody will speak and agree to it. I don't think there's anybody in New York who at one point doesn't own an article of one of y'all clothes. You get what, like, to digest that. You get what I mean?
And that gets vice versa right back to the people, like right back to the people, because without them, it would never. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like one thing with Brooklyn, like Brooklyn will take a Brooklyn T-shirt as they've done, and they'll take it to Miami, they'll take it to Thailand, they'll take it to everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a Brooklyn cat anywhere and everywhere. But like a Bronx T-shirt, not to put no dirt on it. Nobody's buying that and wearing it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like how Brooklyn did. Like it was a mob of us out there.
Pride is very high.
So they took the product and they were proud about the product and they took it out.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So
What's the move? What are we looking forward to? Like what's the next level for y'all? Is it, as a question, and before I get there, this is very important. No big company has ever been like, look, here's the bag, let's just buy you out?
Couple of talks, you know, we had a couple of talks like that.
Yeah.
We do.
Does it become difficult to turn it down?
I don't turn down nothing. They'll turn some things down, but I entertain every offer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I don't turn it down. You know, the numbers got to be exceptional, you know what I mean? But at the same time, this is what we love to do.
Yeah.
And as you see, we're here, you know, interacting with the people.
Correct.
You know, it's a model that we have, Vinnies the people. Because now I think it's even surpassed us. You know what I mean? It's Punch. It's this person, that person. You know what I mean? Like Casanova. You know what I mean? Like seeing these guys elevate to a certain level. That's Vinnies right there.
All day.
You know what I mean? Seeing you with that's Vinnies. You know what I mean? So it's important, man. It's important to stay and to show the youths at the same time, like, yo, you can do it as well. You have to do it. And then you have to be a success in America. America's, you have to, man. You have to. It's a serious side.
Amazing. Black business at its finest. 3 brothers. Family first.
Family first.
Business. And progress.
Yeah, business first, right? I ain't gonna lie, man.
Family already.
God first, definitely. You know what I mean? And you know how they say you can't mix family with business. These are the only family I really do my business with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, and then another thing too, with getting into business, you can't get into business with people that you won't ride or die for, people that you won't survive and you won't, you know what I mean? Like seriously, loyalty and trust. If you don't have that with no partnership in business, then you don't have no type of business. So this is seriously deep rooted in what it is.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? So,
I mean, the advice is golden. The words are even better. The words is concrete. It's cemented in our culture. It's there. It's Punch. I'm humbled to be around the creators of how my city look. Because if they didn't directly design it, someone kind of bit it, remixed it, threw it back on the street, be clear. You know, I mean, I'm just saying. But I'm not mad at it. But you already know what it is, man. It's Punch. We gonna put this on. Boom!